Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of StoneBlock 2 guys. If you missed the last episode and you didn't catch it, we built up this room right here. This is making us all of the gases and the salt that we need for our ore quadrupling setup. And that brings me into what I want to do today, because you see at the end of the last episode, we set up this currency. And as you can see, I think these bottom ones, these are the KC currency. We got 1 KC coin, we got 2 KC coin, we got 5 KC coin, and we got 10 KC coin. And then we've got all of these that still yet need to be named. But these are going to be the currency for our realm. And since my wife plays on this world, she'll be able to buy stuff from us using this currency. I know a lot of people use diamonds, but since we've got coins in the pack, I thought we'd do something fun with those. And I kind of want to put these into effect in this episode. See, I want to start setting up the shopping district. Now, this is my hallway of my evil lair. This is my base, but it's not really where I want to put the shopping district. You see, if we turn around, we've got this door here. This leads into sort of a divider area between my wife and I's land, and over there is my wife's. So this is essentially the entrance into my land, into my kingdom. So what I'd like is it to be when you come in here, there to be this corridor going either way where the shops are. So if you ever want to buy anything from me, you can just come straight into my kingdom and they're the first thing that you see. You don't have to go traipsing through all of my hallways to find the things. You can just go to whichever shop that you want. Of course, that means decorating out this hallway and putting together some sort of design. Now, when it comes to what I'm going to sell, I want to set up 2 different shops. And I do want to only do a couple of small ones. I want to set up a currency shop where you can buy my currency. And then I also want to set up a shop that sells sand, gravel, and dust. And the reason that I want to do that is because my wife's still stuck in the early game. She's wanting a lot of sand, gravel, and dust. So I think it'd be good to sell it to her, and that way we can make a bit of a profit. I think the first thing that I want to do, though, is start figuring out some sort of planning. So I'm going to do this divider because I want there to be a door here. I don't want this to open up straight into my kingdom. I'd like there to be a door here. So, without any further ado, guys, if you're looking forward to this episode, like, subscribe, and let's get into the episode. So I'm thinking, up here, I'd like some sort of huge window looking out between the two, so that when you come into it from this side, you do see that huge window. I do know you need to take out some of the roof, I think. But I think that'd be great to have this top part a window. Something like that, I'm thinking. Now what we need to do is get the next bit in place. What am I going to put underneath that as a divider? And then how is the bottom of it going to look? Let me get all that figured out. A little bit of work later, and we've got a doorway in place. And I think actually having this doorway there just adds this more sense of life to this hallway. It looks so much better with that door there. It looks kind of like a sad, grumpy face. It looks very menacing, I think, and I really do like it. So it looks really, really good. Now, we've got a doorway in, which doesn't seem to render in when we're too far away. But the other side, it kind of looks like pants. We need to start sorting this area out and exactly how this is going to look. Now, I've got no idea exactly how I want all of this to look, but I would like to have layers like you go further and further up. So I don't think I'm going to worry too much about the upside of it, but I think I want to just get the wall. I suppose we should get the entrance from this side in, shouldn't we? Because we can't have this. This doesn't look good from this side. We need to get something in here, but I also need to figure out what the block palette for this is going to be, because I want it to be very different from the evil layer that we've got going on in here. So I've been having to think about this, and I definitely want the shopping district to be warm and inviting. I don't want it to have the demonic feel of the rest of the base, but I still want it to feel evil in a way. So I think the block that I want to use is purper. And this may be a convoluted way of going about things because we need to get some purper. But there are a few ways to get purper. If we take a look at purper, it's made using this popped chorus fruit. And if we click the popped chorus fruit, we get this by smelting chorus fruit, which I already knew. And we can get chorus fruit, we can get the chorus fruit from growing it in a bonsai pot, which is exactly kind of what I want. But it's how do we get this chorus fruit in the first place? And, well, there doesn't really seem to be a particular way of getting it other than using this photogenic isolator, which I'm kind of hoping that we can get. Can we get aluminum? I didn't check this. Okay, so aluminum is possible. So we can potentially get this. But we run into an issue with getting this rich proto grow thing. But we might be able to get this another way, because I feel we can actually pop this. Can we not pop this into one of those? Oh, I thought we'd be able to pop this into one of those. Anyway, we should just be able to grow the chorus flower naturally, and then harvest the chorus fruit from it. Yes, we can do that. But it's about getting this chorus flower. We can get it from sieving ender gravel. Now, setting up an ender gravel Endstone farm isn't too difficult. But there's also this loot crate. It's got a chance to drop from these. And it looks like it drops from Epic. And I think I've got a few of these in the mob farm. So I thought we'd try this first. So I've got 2 stacks and a little bit more left over in the mob farm if we need more. But I'm going to go ahead and open these. I'm going to put them all into these chests right here. And then together we can see exactly what goodies we got. And hopefully we get some chorus. So I got about 9 in when I had an idea. What if there was some way to automate this? We're at that point now where we should be automating stuff. And if there is, then I could just put literally a bunch of stuff in it. And I looked at the pack, and the loot crates are part of the FTB quests pack. And there's this loot crate opener. And it's really cheap to make. So let's... Now, I know that that's a lie, because I know that I made the pickaxe. I know I made the pickaxe. I made the pickaxe before I recorded this clip. I made the pickaxe. And I checked this recipe literally just before I did this. I checked it to make sure I could make it, and I could. It said I could. I've got a feeling that this thing is somewhat bugged. There we go. We've got this loot crate opener. Now, I'm not sure entirely how this works. So let's put it down. Does this require power? Do I just need to give this, like, items? I mean, it seems to take items. All right, I've got the pipes set up. They seem to connect. It doesn't say that it requires power. So let's just throw these in and see what happens. Okay, they're definitely going somewhere. And stuff's ending up here. Fantastic. Okay, so we could just, like, open a bunch of these. Let me go get some more, throw some more in. So that is all of my epic ones, and I threw a bunch of rare ones in as well. I can't wait to see what we get. What's this anyway? Growth crystal, tier 2. Fair enough. Well, okay, it chewed through them fairly quick. This thing is pretty quick. I think we don't need one of these for our mob farm when we actually make one. A better one than one we've currently got anyway. So let's see, we're looking for a chorus fruit. No chorus fruit there, but we did get a couple of ender orbs, which is all right. We got these pendants. Soul touch pendant. What's this? Surge squad block. So we got some alright stuff. What about in here? I see some purple slime. I see some flux. I do. It's right there. Look, we got 3. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And then we got a bunch of other crap. We did get these Z-Logic controllers. That's pretty good. We got this. I don't really see anything. We got some of these extract speed upgrades and these advanced item filters. They're pretty good as well. These air charms are also really good. But yeah, we got some alright stuff, actually. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, to grow purper, we need Endstone. Now, because this is a stone block or a sky block, it means resources are renewable. We don't even have to go to fight the Ender Dragon to get some Endstone. If my research has done me right here, we should just have to put glowstone into a lava-filled barrel. So this is normally our redstone farm here. Put redstone in here. Oh, sorry, it's our netherrack farm. We put redstone in here. It comes out netherrack there. Well, glowstone is apparently the same thing. You just put glowstone in here. And yeah, look at that. It's working. So we can put all that in there. Pick up the netherrack before it despawns. And we got ourselves some endstone. Looks like it's taking a little bit of time, but we've got endstone. Yes! You know, I played sky blocks and stone blocks for a long time. I even played Lost Souls where it's just a nether. And I don't think I've ever done an end farm, an endstone farm. This is the first for me. I'm really happy. Yay. Anyway, let's go grow this purple. So this stuff does grow pretty quickly. So if we put 1 down, I'm thinking we should only need the 1. We just let it, like I said, it grows quickly. And we only need the 1. So we should break this, get the flower back, which is great. Then break this and get some purple. Maybe there's a chance it will drop. Okay. Let's put this chorus fruit down. And let's just let this grow a little bit more. Big brain play. we can get more if the area it can grow in is bigger. Bigger is better. There's more to grow. Okay, chorus fruits, do your work. It's time for me to have a little bit of a munchie. So I've given it a little time, and it would seem that this one really hasn't matured all that much. But this one, on the other hand, we have. Now, I don't think I can actually... Oh, yeah, we can grow that. Cool. So we should be able to get these. What I love about modern Minecraft is it's so much easier to get these. I tried building using purper in a vanilla series. It was such a pain to get all of these blocks. And then we should just be able to mine you. And you should drop some purper fruit. Good. And we should be able to use this chorus fruit to make our purple. So to set up this farm, it's really easy. We looked at how to set up a tree farm a long time ago over here. If we just take a peek in this room right here, you guys will see the tree farms that we've set up. We've used these hopping bonsai pots. And I think we can use these to make a chorus fruit farm. So I'm just going to try this. Let's try just right-clicking that on. Okay. I definitely did, but it's quite slow. It's actually really slow. I mean, we do have 8 of them, so hopefully we get some more. And I want to put the chorus fruit into here, and then the chorus flower into here. I'm kind of shocked at this being so slow. But this should then auto-extract from here and start popping it for us. And then we should be able to make our purple while we go about doing the other stuff. This is really... While the purper does up, I think it's time we look at something else that I want to do, which is a magnet. Now, there's a few different magnets in this pack, but to be honest, I'm just going to stick with my true and tried and tested method, and that is the Electromagnet from Ender.io. This thing should be relatively easy. First of all, we need a vibrant crystal, which I should have everything that I need for the vibrant crystal, which I do. And we also should have the electric steel, but we need the conductive iron, which this stuff I always forget how it's made. It's redstone and iron. Okay. So we should have the means to make this up. Now, this is long overdue. Normally, I have this thing set up by now. But on this occasion, not so much. No, come out of there, you. Where did my iron go? Thank you. Are you just gonna keep pulling from this chest? There's a lot of glowstone in. Now that's what I like to see. Give me my conductive iron. I only need 4 pieces. Those thrown into the crafting array, we should have everything that we need to make this up, and then we can just throw this in here to charge. Shouldn't take too long. But there is one other thing that I want to see if we can make up, and that's called a wireless charger. So I just want to type this in. This, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to afford this yet. This may be considerably late game. So the capacitor is fine, but it's this ender resonant that I'm a bit unsure about. This requires a slice and splice. And I don't suppose that I've gotten one of those out of a loot bag, have I? I mean, we can try. No, I don't. Is there a way to get one of these out of a loot bag? No. It looks like this is the only way. But I think this requires us getting into energized. Okay, so that's doable. The solarium is doable. What about this soul machine chassis? Brown dye? I mean, brown dye is also doable. Like, this is all doable. So let's go down that road. First of all, I'm going to make up a few of these. Scrap that idea. Turns out that I don't actually have an Enderman head, and my mob farm isn't set up to actually drop them. It's only got iron spikes. It hasn't got diamond spikes. Now, I could replace them, potentially get one, but I do want to make a brand new ultimate mob farm very soon, probably in the next episode. So I'm not going to waste that time. I think we'll do that in the next episode. I only wanted the wireless charger just so that I could wirelessly charge everything without having to keep running back and charge it. But it can wait an episode. It can wait an episode. But this electromagnet, we shift right click and it works. Now I'm both mining purper, both manually and using this. I could probably set up more of these. That would probably be the logical thing to do. And I might very well do that. But for right now, I mean, we are getting some popped purper. We've got 3 there. Well, it's going up to 14, and we've got 32 over here. I think once I get up to a stack, well, 4 stacks, we'll be able to at least start some of the building. We can get even more if we add more farms. Great idea. Surely there's got to be a quicker way. You know, guys, sometimes I just want to build. But apparently my wife had other plans. She blew up. And now she is threatening to sue me because she fell in the one hole in my kingdom. The one hole between her land and my land, she fell into. So, I did what any good husband would do, and I buried her alive. I let her out. I remembered that I actually rely on this woman for a lot in life, and if she was to die in a hole in my base, then it would feed me. Actually, now I think about it, my wife is very good at burning the salad. And don't get me started on the fruit punch. Alright, one thing I didn't realize until just now is the purper actually gives us 4 blocks per one crafted. It's not 4 for just one. So it's not going to be as bad as I thought it was. So I've got some work done, and this is kind of the base coat, if you will, that we've got going on here, and I do kind of like it. We've got 2 shops, which is what I want to set up in this episode. We've got one here over here, and then one over here too. They're only going to be, these ones are only going to be small shops, but I needed to fit them in with where they were going to go. But I'm not going to be doing any further past this pillar. Not yet anyway. Or past this one over here, nor am I going to be doing anything up on the ceiling, at least not in this bit anyway, because I'd like this to be extremely tall, with maybe an elevator here that goes up to a 2nd level, and we sort of go up in shops, and we have like a walkway up there, something like that. But that's going to be much later on when we decide to add more shops up there. So rather than do anything up there yet, I'm just going to leave this as a blank canvas ready for when I actually have a good idea for exactly how I want it to look. And of course, like Spike. Oh, it's resolved itself. So, there's 2 shops that I want to open. First of all, I want to open up a shop that sells currency. And then I want to also open up a shop that sells sand, gravel, and dust. That's the plan, and hopefully we can get that up and running in this episode. I'm hoping so. And the reason, like I said at the beginning of this episode, is because my wife plays on this world. She is at the point where she needs sand, gravel, and dust. So I think we can make quite a bit of a Bitcoin off of her by simply selling those. So I think I'm going to start with the shop that sells currency. Well, I've got some work on the shops done. Let's look at this one. This one is currency converters. I'm not too happy with the outside of it. I definitely need to work on that and this hallway, but I don't know if I'm going to do that just yet or not. Let me show you inside of the shops. So, I've gone with Waterstone, which is made very similar to lava brick. Instead of using the lava bucket, you just use a water bucket. Let me see if I can quickly show you, just in case you want to make this up and you haven't seen that episode. Waterstone is like this. It's just a water bucket surrounded by stone, and then obviously we've chiseled it. And we've got this texture. I really do like this, along with the enlightened glass on top to just bring some light to the area. I've kept the same aesthetics as the outside when it comes to the walls and the sort of pillaring. This purple and Endstone. I like this. I really do like this combo. I think these go really well together. And I've always wanted to use them in a build, but in vanilla, they're just so difficult to get. And in most mod packs, you don't get them till later on, till you do go to the end. And in this one, it's just so easy to do now, so I thought we'd do it. I've used glass to make a open door, which I really do kind of like. But yeah, so let's talk about what's going on in these shops. So, this is KC coin. You can buy KC coin. One individual coin is 2 of your currency. So this will be 2 of my wife's currency. And if anyone else ever joins this world, I might open it up to a couple of other select YouTubers. I know I have a good friend who likes to do YouTube videos from occasion, and he may want to join. But anyway, it's 2 of your coins. And then if you want to get 2 KC coin, then you can actually get that a little bit cheaper. It's 3 of your coins. So you save it a bit of money if you buy this one. And then you've got 5 KC coin, which is a lot cheaper because you're only paying an extra 1 of your own. And then for 10 KC coin is 11 coins there. And this is per individual one. So you buy it there and then you put it in here. And this is where you pay for it. Now, this is the currency maker. And I've done this here for a particular reason. That is because getting access to making currency is quite late game, or rather mid game. And I want my wife to be able to come over here and be able to make her own coins and then be able to sell them to me so that she can actually shop. She'll need her own resources to do that. She'll have to make her own coins out of whatever she wants to use. But the compactor is here and it's all set up and ready. The price to use this machine, well, is free unless you break the anvil. You break the anvil, then you replace the anvil. Now we move on to the second shop. This one is gravel. I haven't named this one yet. It hasn't got a name on it. I'll show you how I've done that name in a little bit. But this one is fairly simple. You've got the prices here. You get 1 stack for 2 KC coins. So as we had over there, you've got the 1 KC coin, 2 KC coin. It's just a currency number. You can use 1 KC coins to get this. You don't have to use 2 KC coins. You just have to pay a total of 2 KC coins, like you would pay $2 or £2. It's just 1 KC coin is $1, so on and so forth. Or you can get 3 stacks for 5, saving you a coin. And that's the same throughout all of the years. Then over here we got the special offers board. Mix and match any 5 stacks for 6 KC coins. So you can get 5 stacks for just 6 coins. That's quite a bargain. And then this one, mix and match any 10 stacks for 10 KC coins. Even bigger bargain considering that you're only getting 6 stacks for 10 over here. And this is a mix and match, so you can mix and match any of these if you so desire. But that's only on the mix and match offer. You can't mix and match, 1 stack of this, 1 stack of this, and 1 stack of this for the 3 stacks for KC coins. No. You can only mix and match it if you're getting 5 stacks or 10 stacks. It's a crafty little way to make a little bit more money. But these are special offers, and I do plan to change these up and update these and move these around so that as we go on. And the payment chest is over here. Now, you may have noticed this chest here. This is an auto restocker for this particular shop. This chest is hooked up elsewhere. Let me show you. So we're over here at the sieving farm, and I made a couple of changes. I've now got this inputting directly into the storage drawer controller, whereas before it was inputting into this chest, then extracting out of this chest and into the storage drawer, so I could see what was being left over. But I've done this because this is set to the high priority, so it's going to try and put it in here first. But if this is full, then it will try to put it into this chest, unless it's sand, gravel, dirt, or dust. In which case, it will try to put it into this chest first, because this has a higher priority. So this is a high priority behind here. So this is higher than this diamond chest, but it's lower than this. So we'll put it here first. If it can't put it there, then it will put it here. But there's a filter on the back allowing only sand, gravel, dust, well, we can see it here, to go through it. So this will only allow that in. And then that goes into there, and then that is then picked up by the shop. Now, I'm not overflowing on this stuff yet, because obviously it will have to fill this up. So I'm going to have to manually refill the farm for a little bit, but it shouldn't be too long until this is done. I do eventually want to take these upgrades out of these. We can take this one out soon, but to do that, I don't want to be overflowing here because this shop is fully stocked at the minute. So all that excess will just be sort of building up and backing up in the ender chest. What I actually want to do is I want to get into black hole storage units to store even more things once our primary storage is full, and send that off to a storage room somewhere in the palace. But we haven't got a storage room yet. It's something I do want to get into in the near future, but for right now, this setup will work just fine. Now, let's talk about how I made that sign. Now, it's called a text projector, and it's from the mod Silic. And it's fairly cheap to make. The hardest bit is this black terracotta, but you should be able to make this quite easily, and then it works even without power. And this works fairly simply. You just put it down, and then you could type it here. We'll call it Jim's... Whoops, why are you doing that? We'll call it Jim's junkyard. No. Let's call it Jim's Grouts. Jim's Grouts. And then we've got this. We'll put this as red. And as you can see, it started to project it there. It does look a little bit white. It does tend to get mixed up the color, but we can actually move this further forward, so we can make the font even bigger. And then what we can do is we can move this forward like this. And as you can see, that starts to move this forward some. And we could do this all the way until I think it was 6 that I had the other one on. And if we pop out here, we should see that. No, must be 7, must be 7. And there we have it. Jim's Grouts. I'm going to put some spaces at the beginning of it to move it sort of slightly over to the middle. But for right now, this is perfectly fine. We do need to work on the front of the shops because right now they don't look all that good, and that is going to be my next task. Now it's in the middle, I will get to transform in this, but if you're wondering why I've called it Jim's Grouts, it's got nothing to do with the name Jim and everything to do with the character called Bobby Singer from Supernatural, who is one of my favorite characters within the series. The actor who plays him is Jim Beaver. And I don't know, I thought we'd name our store in honor of him. I've got him on the mind lately. He's a fantastic actor. I love the guy. Would love to meet him. Jim, if on the very, 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 very slim chance I'm winning the lottery and you're watching this video, Liverpool Comic Con maybe. I'm going in a couple of months. You wanna turn up, sign an autograph or two? I'll pay. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. You come to Comic Con, you can have my wife. Alrighty then. I've gone as far as I am going to go with it at this point. And I've kept it fairly simple. I want it to be able to be easily repeatable because every time we set up a farm, I also want to set up an accompanying shop for it. So I want to make sure that my load isn't too heavy. So let's have a little look-see. It's pretty simple on the floor here. We've just gone with these Waterstone weathered bricks and then these prism ones on the outside. I might change these out. I do have a really cool idea for what I'd like to put here. But as of yet, I don't have access to that material. But it'll look really good there when I do. When we get access to it, it will look really good. Now, let's have a look at the outside of the store because I've changed it up some. This is what we've gone with. This is currency converter. And I've got coins on the side here, which are KC coins in Tinker's item frames. These item frames are a lot better with this sort of layered glowstone behind it. And I've done the exact same over here for Jim's Grouts. Only instead of having them on item frames, I've actually got the blocks here. And I think this is going to be the reoccurring style. We're going to have whatever we're selling either on item frames if we can or as blocks if we can. Just sort of dependent on where we want to go with it. But yeah, overall, I think this is pretty good. And I'm really, really happy with it, guys. So happy, in fact, I think it's time we bring an end to this episode. So, if you've enjoyed the video, do me a favor, guys. Leave it a like and hit subscribe. As always, I'm Casey. You're the awesome folk. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now, guys. Bye.